some certain memories are coming back for some certain fans after the UCL draw were made. Uh, Points Arsenal. They're remembering the 10-2s and the rest. But we'll discuss it to see if Arsenal has a chance against Bayern Munich in the draw that was done for the Champions League. Maven, welcome. 10-2,
Thank
welcome to
you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening,
the
Sean. Good evening, Temi. It's awesome to be here again. So, you want me to talk about our draw, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think a lot of things have changed. I don't know what you people are thinking, but this is not 2014 or 2013. I feel like Arsenal is more serious now, and luckily for us, Bayern Munich has dropped in terms of that fierceness. There is no, they have very quality players, don't get me wrong, but there is no Ribery or those players that we used to be afraid of this time around. And don't mention Harry Kane because we never had any fear of him. Well, what I think this time around is that each person might win their homes. So it now depends on who scores more because I don't see Bayern doing that 10-2 or whatever again. It's not going to happen. Definitely not going to happen. Yeah. So I see both Arsenal winning at Emirates and then Bayern winning at the Allianz Arena. So the rest will be up to number of goals. Thankfully, there is no away goal rule anymore. So because then it used to be a strategy for some teams like Chelsea. They just manage to they just want to make sure they score one in your own, and then when you get to their own turf, the game is over for you. So I think it's going to be each team to win their home, and then the rest fall on the scores. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Oluwaseun, welcome to the program.
All right, thank you, Temi, and thank you, Maven. It's nice to have everyone again. Yeah. All right, so like Maven said, there's been a change in quality, not just in quality alone, but in terms of tactical setup based on the current manager in charge of Bayern Munich. I'm not going to go deep into that, because Thomas Tuchel is someone I respect so much just because of the recent success he had with my club, Chelsea FC. And the only thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that I think Arsenal has an upper hand at the Emirates because Bayern Munich fans have been banned from coming to Emirates based on what happened in their last game against Lazio. So it's a very good opportunity for Arsenal to whoop them and whoop them so bad, because there's not going to be that, fan support for Bayern Munich. But let's see how much they can play without, the presence of their fans, and in the presence of, a monumental, Arsenal population. So let's see what is going to happen. Yeah.
Well, for me, I really don't see a difference because Champions League is different from the Premier League. Arsenal struggled against SC Porto. Experience counts when it comes to Champions League, and I don't think Arsenal have that kind of experience yet to overcome the quarterfinal play. But let's see how it goes. Because for me, I'm very sure that Bayern can score up to like 6 at the Allianz Arena. I don't think that Arsenal can do the same at the Emirates. The best Arsenal can do is like 2 goals. But even if they win 2-0 against Bayern Munich, I'm very sure back at Allianz Arena, Bayern Munich will score like 3 or 4. But what do you think? What should Arsenal do, Oluwaseun, that
Yeah, I
can
think,
make
Temi, I'm going
them?
to correct you. It seems as if you're out of touch, with what is happening with Bayern Munich
You
at the
see it?
moment. And
No, 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 no,
yeah,
not like that. Because against Lazio, people were saying the same thing, like, "Oh,
no.
Lazio,
I
why did you
predicted.
time?"
No, I was here. I predicted that Bayern Munich is going to win, and I saw the game against Lazio even in the first leg, so I knew what Bayern Munich is capable of doing. Then when you watch, I don't think you've watched Arsenal all season. I mean, a Chelsea fan. I'm not a fan of Arsenal, but to be objective, Arsenal has been a very good side all through the season. even against FC Porto, you might see it as a struggle, but it was a very good game that Arsenal could have even won within the normal regulation time, if not for some bad misses from some of their players. So I think, like you said, experience counts. I will agree with you on that. The fact that Arsenal has not been able to, go with this psychological barrier, quarter final. I think the last time they got to this stage was it 14 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been a long time. So that psychological barrier can play a part, but with the right motivation, with the right skill set, the right tactical setup from Arteta, and the fact that if Bayern Munich does not turn up, like I said, Arsenal has a very great advantage right now because of the absence of Bayern Munich fan, at the Emirates. This counts a lot when you're talking about Champions League. So whether Arsenal is going to score a lot, I might not be able to confirm that. But I don't think Arsenal is going. Bayern is going to wins them 6-0. Five. Let's be factual. There's no way they're going to score 6-0, 5-0 against Arsenal this time around. Yeah.
Well, for me, basically, the reason why I said that is because most Arsenal players are inexperienced. We couldn't even see Saka against Porto, the same person like they feel is like the best in the left wing. But what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to Champions League, you can't rely on just a player to help you through every phase of Champions League. Everybody in the team have to come together to play the football. Bayern Munich have that. They have Mola, they have Kimmich, they have even Harry Kane. They have almost like in every department, they've played Champions League all over and over again, and they understand what they need to do to win. But Arsenal, I don't think so. Even a 40-year-old Pepe was probably controlling the defense against the Arsenal team. So I understand the package of the Premiership, or they're doing well in Premiership, but we can't use that to base people when it comes to Champions League.
Well, I think in a way it affects also because it's a mentality thing. I understand when you mention that experience is not there. A person like Saka is playing his first Champions League season since he joined the senior team, right? So eventually, the experience needs to be gotten, but then there is a place where doggedness and the right mentality can also help. And also, I think history is what is affecting some of the positions that you have taken, in the sense
Yeah.
that there used to be that team that can put six past Arsenal. It doesn't mean it will happen this time around.
History
Just,
counts.
just the same way, let's say 2005, Arsenal would have gone easily past maybe Porto, and this time around it is not the same. So some of these things change over time, and I feel this is one of those times. Eventually, I think you agreed with me that Arsenal is going to win at the Emirates, and then Bayern is going to win at the Allianz Arena, and then it's down to goals. But I'm not seeing it's putting 6 goals past Arsenal. Honestly, I don't see it. Not even because I'm an Arsenal fan, but because it's the reality of who Bayern is now. Maybe if you said a Real Madrid, or maybe even Manchester City in the Champions League, maybe I might agree with you. But Bayern right now, I don't know. I may be wrong, but eventually, who scores more wins the game. Yeah.
Just to add to what Maven said, I don't think there's any team in the Champions League this season that's gonna put a six, beyond Arsenal. And the reason is not far fetched. The draw of William Saliba and Gabriel has been very, very, very good. I mean, let's be objective. These guys have been doing very well. They have been conceding less, and even with the fact that they have Declan Rice just in front of them, has made a lot of difference the whole season. Even in the Champions League, look at what they have been playing all season long. Against other teams. I understand that this team is a young squad, but I think that they can do a lot of damage, especially at the Emirates. Yeah.
Like I always say, we shall see. Baltas loading.
No
Now,
problem.
PSG versus Barcelona. For me, I think this is a very good draw for Barcelona, and I
Yeah.
feel they can beat PSG. What do you think, Oluwaseun?
Uh, in back PSG without Mbappe. is like Stoke City, if you know what I mean. PSG without Mbappe is just like Stoke City. I mean, uh, with the fact that Barcelona are currently in a very good form right now, I think they have a chance. They stand a chance against PSG. Once they can nullify the threat of Mbappe, then the game is in their hands. I'm gonna predict a Barcelona win. Yeah, just because uh, I think PSG cannot just rely on Mbappe alone. Yeah.
Because I can say that both teams they don't really have their stadium at the moment in both, so there is no home turf as it is. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
both teams have to play their best out to be able to in both legs to be able to win. But Maven, can Mbappe make the difference?
Well, Mbappe is the player that I put in high regard personally, and I know he has a lot of skills and can make changes in matches. He's a one man riot squad, but then I really can't say much to Barcelona's defense and how much they can tame Mbappe because he's someone that can, if he doesn't have his way to dribble through, he can find free kicks, he can fire free kicks, he can look for a penalty. There is no single route to goal scoring, right? So they will have to manage him beyond man marking or something. So I feel like they have to be psychologically ready to know what is going on in his mind because if he wants to commit or make a player commit a foul out of one of his moves, that defender has to be ready and know that, oh, this is what he's trying to do. So they have to be one step ahead of him. But I really know that he will try his best. But then I think Barcelona will eventually edge it.
A shout out to the youngster Kubasi.
Kubasi, nice guy. I love him.
Playing alongside Ayo. I think that two partnership between Ayo and Kubasi is really working well for Xavi right now. So they should probably stick with it with Cancelo in the left back and maybe Kunde in the right. And I think Sergio Roberto with Kundegan will make a very good difference when it comes to experience to the midfield for Barcelona in this game. But let's see what Xavi will do in both legs. And I really predict the Barcelona win for the legs also. Then Atletico Madrid Dortmund. If Atletico Madrid does not win this game, I feel they should sack Simone. What do you think, maybe?
Oh well, sack Simone. I think at this point the team and Simone have become like almost one. The players understand him and they understand the players also. But then Dortmund is not a pushover. I Champions League has a way of surprising you sometimes, and you notice that in the semi-finals, every time there is always one outlier that was not expected to be there. Will it be Dortmund this time around? I don't know. But funny enough, my heart goes with Dortmund more. But let's see how it goes. I really hope they don't use that to judge Simone. But I really can't say how it goes. Honestly, my heart is going with Dortmund.
Is Sancho picking up little by little? Oluwaseun, nice goal he scored in Champions League against PSV. What he couldn't do at Manchester United. He did it in Dortmund. What do you think?
He has found his levels.
Exactly.
Sorry, apologies to that. Yeah. So, but I think, especially when you're in a team that you've played before, there's this sense of settling back. He has been there before, so he knows how things work. And the fact that yeah, no, apologies to Bundesliga fans. I think the German league was a very good opportunity for him to resettle back into form and get himself back. So I think that has played a pivotal role in the way he's playing currently. And yeah, I don't think the problem with Manchester United has to do with the fact that he was not good enough. So many things happened that I don't think this is the right time to talk about them. All right, so uh, Sancho is going to make a lot of difference in that game. He's going to play very well. But I'm going to predict an Atletico Madrid win. Maybe what if this season is going to be the season that Simone has been looking forward to? Is that when you look at their own bracket of the Champions League, it might be a very good opportunity to get into the Champions League final. What if So let's see how it happens. Let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, according to the draw, The draw is like anybody that wins Arsenal, Bayern will play Real Madrid, Man City. PSG, Barcelona will play Atletico Madrid, Dortmund. So people are saying that anyone that wins between PSG, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Dortmund will win the Champions League. That bracket is one of the Champions League. And I feel yes, because I feel they probably cancel each other out. And either Barcelona, PSG, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid. Anyone who wins the semi-final and gets to the final will probably win the Champions League final. And that brings us to the last game, which is Real Madrid, Manchester City. Will Man City do the same thing, or probably this year is different? Oluwaseun?
I mean, if you go by history, I think just to remember clearly, Chelsea beat Real Madrid in the semi-final, and the next season Chelsea had them, and Real Madrid was able to get one over them again. And when you look at the fixtures between Man City and Madrid over the last couple of years, I think it was Madrid that won at one point, then Man City won. Then this time around, anything can happen actually. Then again, I've not been really impressed by Man City all season, so. It's going to be a very tight game. It's not going to be a Man City 4 win like they did last season. Yeah, so it could swing anyway. I think it's a 50-50 chance for any of the teams. Yeah.
All right, so guys, predict semi-final. Who's going to the semi-final? Arsenal, Bayern, Real Madrid, Man City, PSG, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Dortmund. Oluwaseun, the semi-final team.
For Arsenal, Bayern,
Real Madrid, Man City,
Real Madrid,
Atletico Madrid, Dortmund,
Atletico Madrid,
PSG, Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Maven, Arsenal, Bayern, Arsenal, right? Okay, next. Real Madrid, Man City.
Real Madrid.
Atletico Madrid, Dortmund,
I'm going to play the devil's advocate and go for Dortmund.
PSG, Barcelona.
Barcelona.
All right. Bayern. I want Manchester City, but yeah, Manchester City, Barcelona, Dortmund. Because I'm having a feeling like Atletico Madrid will not come up in this game. Like, I don't know why I'm having that feeling. I just feel like they will play it safe because they know it's Dortmund or something. But and also it's Atletico Madrid's home first, so I have a feeling like Dortmund might just make a win here. But let's see, guys. The guys have predicted who's go to the semifinals. Let's know what you think down in the comment section to know if you believe Arsenal will win Bayern Munich, or if PSG can pull a surprise against Barcelona. Guys, it's been a wonderful episode with you guys. Maven, Oluwaseun, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Temi. Yeah.
Guys, please subscribe. Very, very important. Hit the subscribe button now. See you again next time when we have another discussion. Love you guys. Bye-bye from all of us in Touchline Gossip.
Bye, everyone.